kind of expand on the door-to-door campaign that you have underway?
Yeah, that was our second restructure that we've had. And we were slotted to be the first in Canada, but then they added 10 other cities as well. So we became one of the first 11 to be slotted to go to the community mailbox delivery system. What this system does is it takes the letter carrier out of the community and puts us all in vehicles and takes us all to central locations and puts the mail there, and everyone else comes and does, well, the last part of our normal route would be, and comes and gets their own mail. There are so many reasons why this system doesn't work. I can go on with litter. There is litter all over the grounds in Fort McMurray right now around these community mailboxes. And we've only had them for 6 months. There's vandalism, and we've had boxes broken into. Mail theft is a common type of crime right now. People want your credit card numbers, your social insurance numbers. And people quite often say to me, well, what's the difference? You're going to put it in my mailbox at my house. That's not locked, but that's on your property. People have to venture onto your property and up to your door and make a blatant attempt at getting your mail. Where in the community mailboxes, quite often they'll just tip the whole thing right into the back of a truck and take it all. Really easy, really fast. And it's an easy crime to commit, and they don't even think about the person. Like, at least if you're going to someone's home, a criminal's got to be in the mindset of, I'm doing this to another person. Where if you're just taking a whole box, you know, it's a lot easier of a crime to commit. And the graffiti on the boxes as well. It's quite a target for that. One of the people who are affected most by this is our senior citizens and people with mobility issues. There's 2 ways you can actually get mail if you aren't able to get to the box. The first is change your address to a family member or friend's house, and they can bring the mail to you. And the second is you can go to the doctor and get a letter from the doctor stating that you are not able to get your mail, you're not able to make it there for such and such a reason. Then you have to qualify through Canada Post as to if you can have your mail delivered to you once a week. Now, these are the people who depend on mail, because most of the seniors don't have computer and internet banking and such. So they're waiting for their check, and they have to wait that much longer to get their check. And so every Wednesday, there's about 30 people in Fort McMurray who get their mail delivered to their door, and they only get it once a week.
So how successful do you think this campaign's going to be? Do you feel that you're going to be able to turn around what this government has intended for the post office? I think in the beginning, when we were the first 11, we tried to rally our community, and I believe that Canada Post handpicked different communities. We have a workforce in Fort McMurray who works 12 hours on and sleeps for 12 hours and goes back to work. We have a community that works 24 days and has 4 off. We have a community that flies in and flies out to different provinces. It was difficult to get people to join our cause, although we did very well at it. We had lots of people with lawn signs, and we had lots of people sign petitions, and they were vocal. We had a lot of help through the District Labour Council as to committing to putting some hours and knocking on doors and such. And we actually were able to go to our town council, and the town council wrote a resolution saying, no, we don't want these here. So we were very effective that way. Now, as communities go on, they've learned from us what else they can do. But when we were going through the process, there was only just over 40, and it had just crossed the 50 mark of communities that stood up to the government and wrote the resolutions and said, no, we don't want this.
As to date now, it was 527. I believe the brother said it was over 575 just in the last 24 hours. That many more have jumped on board. So it's a fast-moving snowball effect. It started small and it's getting huge. You have cities like Vancouver and Toronto and Montreal and big cities such as that, Edmonton as well, saying, no, we don't want this. And we're seeing more and more people jump on board saying, hey, this is our public service. We own this and we don't want what you've got.